Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Pittsburgh Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Looking to throw. It's Brooks. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Broncos will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run it. And the Broncos pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Can they catch him? Touchdown. He will score. We go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment of this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play, and you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Looking to throw it on first down. Dump off caught by the running back. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Short completion there, second down coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass. It's Brooks. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Receiver in motion now. And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But, hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. And they were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
And the ball to the ground. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
The Broncos moving quickly down the field here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the Broncos begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
This time it's complete. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Broncos trying to cash in here in the red zone. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice solid game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Brooks. Bringing pressure. Trying to get the throw off. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Eventually taken down, but how about the spin move that earned him first down yardage?
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. The Panthers will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, hit.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quick throw, the catch is made. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Looking to throw again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The receiver makes the grab, and the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
About time this offense gets going, it's a 1st and 10. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. There's contact on the throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Boise State. This quarterback on fire today. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
They make the extra point, the trail 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Look at him run through those tacklers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Panthers offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play, and they keep it going. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
35, Boise State, 10.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. Back to pass. It's Brooks. Checks this down to the running back. Tackle, but first down. So we reach the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the quarterback dropping back, launching it downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the pass is complete to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Completion makes it second down. Looking to throw yet again. Pressure is coming. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the out route.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Less than a yard to go here on fourth down. The offense is going to go for it. Defense showing blitz here. Here we go on fourth down. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
To throw, it's Brooks. Misses the receiver, incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And the wideout goes in motion. The receiver's got it on the jet sweep on 3rd down. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with it, convert.
And it's caught. Touchdown, BSU. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. Excitement there on the final play of the first half. A great effort, but they get him down. And then it's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Broncos will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to scramble. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. So 2nd down after the incompletion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
He's going to take off here. Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Now it's second down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now they get set to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking right, this one caught. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Scanning the field, it's Brooks. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Defense looking to keep the pressure on. Third down coming up. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw. It's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
When he's got some space here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First down. Looking to throw the football. Trying to extend the play. Fires it to the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain deep in enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's running out of time here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Going after, not right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Trying to create here on the move. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. The big guy was just turned loose right over the middle.
Chris, how did they miss this guy? Big tight end, has great athletic ability, all alone over the middle. The quarterback's eyes lit up as he found his intended target for a big gain.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play.